welcome back to Tour of Britain Stage 7 from Barnstaple to Dartmouth. 173 kilometres for the riders, and 3 Yodel intermediate sprints along the way, and this the first of them inside the kilometre point, as the hammer is down in the peloton, still to establish a break. So plenty of riders showing willing to try and get up the road, and obviously we're likely to see Pete Williams, the man from Node 4 Giordana, who's going to try and see if he can rubber stamp his authority on this competition. Russell Downing up front for Endura, doing a manful job of protecting the interests of the overall race leader, Jonathan Tiernan-Locke, and he's putting on a hell of a race face. And I tell you what, this is an intermediate sprint, but it's a bit of a grind up a hill to get to it.
It is. It's one of the toughest sprints that we've had up to now, and Russell Downing doing a fantastic job there, trying to go clear and take those points. Tiernan-Locke, no chance of him getting any points, but he's trying to take those vital 3-second time bonus away from these two riders here, Van Poppel and Leigh Howard. It's Van Poppel from UnitedHealthcare and the Orica GreenEDGE race, second place for Leigh Howard at the moment. And
boy, Van Poppel runs out of steam a little bit. Looked like Leigh Howard was coming over him. These three riders with a little bit of an advantage, and Leigh Howard goes for it, and Russell Downing desperate to try and stop Howard from taking that sprint, because of course there are bonus seconds on offer here, so that is a significant moment in the general classification chase.
Well, I think the look on those faces there of those riders shows just how hard that sprint was. Not your normal average sprint, that one. Extremely difficult.
Well, there's confirmation of Leigh Howard's 3-second gain on general classification. That means now there's just 10 seconds between himself and Jonathan Tiernan-Locke at the top of the general classification order. Russell Downing second across the line, Boy Van Poppel third, and the bunch streaming through just behind them, with Peter Williams adding another point to his total in this competition.
Yeah, and off the back of that sprint there, that tough section of road there leading into the sprint, it's set up all sorts of trouble here for riders behind, and we've got riders here trying to go clear.
Yeah, that was a sprint, and you would imagine normally on a flat road, but it's really testing terrain for the riders throughout the day today, with 3 classified climbs, but plenty of other lumps in between, and it's going to be really hard on legs that are already tired. On Post Sean Kelly on the front, trying to see can they get involved as we come to the start of the first King of the Mountains hill, first classified hill, South Hill, second category ascent.
And this climb comes only a very short distance after that sprint that just preceded, as we see one of the French riders trying to go clear, and Rally GAC also getting in on the action.
Saur Sojasun to the fore, Rally desperately trying to stay in contention, and still yet to establish a break. So no riders have managed to get any significant advantage, so the bunch are still pretty motivated to keep it together, as we see Saur Sojasun. And at the back of the field, Mark Cavendish is feeling the pain already. He's having to close gaps right over the around riders, and if it's hot and intense at the front, you can imagine how it feels at the back.
Yeah, it looks like David Lelay there on the front, riding extremely well, going hard. He likes this kind of terrain, but these guys back here, they're not having so much fun.
Absolutely not, as we see Mark DeMar from the UnitedHealthcare team. He's had good legs this week. He's been involved in so much of the action. Ivan Basso, a little look over his shoulders, the man from Liquigas. And they're starting to establish a bit of an advantage here. 2 riders from Euskaltel.
It looks like Urtasun there on the right hand side from Euskaltel, and it looks like we've got quite a large group just trying to get detached here from the front of the peloton. Not surprising really on this section of road. It is tough, and Basso it is who's trying to force the pace just to get up there to Mark DeMar.
So Jonathan Tiernan-Locke in the IG Gold leader's jersey, ever vigilant, and right in the wheels and right at the front of the action as riders gallop towards the top of the hill. Points on offer.
Looks like Lelay there from Saur Sojasun going on, and Basso trying to chase him down. So now looks like we've got 3 riders going clear, and there's the gold jersey of Tiernan-Locke really starting to move up now on the outside.